So, Julia, this research on how the role of the manager at work is changing and it's evolving in the age of AI, what made you want to kind of dive into that in the first place?
So we are hearing a lot about managers in the news, like companies kind of thinning out those middle management layers. Are managers needed in the future? Can AI manage everyone? So we've got that conversation happening. At the same time, every company's thinking, how do we invest in AI? How do we measure our return on investment? And what the research has loudly kind of been saying is that although adoption has been going up, that big study from MIT came out last year that said 95% of companies aren't seeing true ROI on their AI pilots, on their Gen AI pilots and things. So basically, there's a big gap between what companies are investing in and seeing potential for and what they're actually seeing returns on. We show the pace of change of technology, which is rapidly increasing. Then we show kind of the average pace of organizational transformation, which is, starting to tick upward, but still like a lot slower, and that gap is growing. We see managers as that critical bridge. And so I think it's helpful to look at like what does the manager actually do to bridge that gap. So we have defined this new kind of manager that is a steward of AI transformation as a super manager. And really, what a super manager does is that they use AI in two ways. One is that they themselves use AI to become better people leaders. And then they also are stewards of AI transformation on their team. So we would call them a human-centered, AI-empowered people leader. Just want to double down on trust building because that's such a foundation of making AI transformation successful. Of managers, as much as you can kind of start to bring AI into the picture, it is the human connection, as mentioned, that builds trust. So communication, listening, AI transparency, building psychological safety on the team. We've seen in our research on employee experience that, trust in the organization is the number one most impactful element. And so managers really do carry that forward.